Welcome to Now. I'm your host, Curtis Parody. On today's episode, we're talking about where you can install your newly purchased iPad mini. Twilight may or may not be dead yet, and how much would you spend on a car that only gets 3 miles per gallon? Before we start, I want to remind you that many of the shirts that I wear on this channel, like this one, are available for purchase. Just head over to thecurtisparodystore.ca. So we start today's show off, like many others, by talking about tech. Today's a big day for Apple fans around the world as their newest device goes on sale, the iPad mini, the new smaller and younger sibling of the full-sized iPad. Now, many people may use this iPad just like a regular iPad, obviously, to browse the web, check email, or even read books. But there are others who plan on using it for other purposes. Like myself, I want to use it as a remote for my entertainment center. But the people over at Soundwaves of Tampa have already devised a way to mount the iPad mini in your car dash. It's pretty simple, actually. The iPad mini just slides into the side, then you're good to go. You can then listen to your music preloaded from iTunes or use services like Pandora to stream music to your car if you have the Wi-Fi plus wireless LTE model. This is a perfect use for the iPad mini. Mind you, you could use the regular iPad for this as well, but of course the 4th generation iPad is a little bit more expensive, so it's cost over size, especially considering they both do the exact same thing. Personally, I think it'd be great to have an iPad mini in my vehicle like this, but as of right now, I have a dock for my iPhone in my vehicle, so it works along the same principle, besides the fact I didn't actually have to rip apart my dashboard to make it fit. So if you're looking to pick up a new iPad mini today, this could be a cool use for it. Or of course, you could use it as it was intended. Your choice. Now, if you mount the iPad mini in your car, you're probably not going to be reading books on it. At least I hope you wouldn't, because you're probably not supposed to be doing that while driving. But when you're not driving, you may find a new Stephenie Meyer book in that virtual iBooks bookshelf. Now, if you don't know who Stephenie Meyer is, then that's probably a good thing, because you avoided the onslaught of useless Twilight knowledge that was hitting your brain a year or 2 years ago. Because, well, she was the person who wrote those great books, or horrible books, your choice. But the reason she's in the news again is because of Twilight, with the final film scheduled to be released this month, I believe. I'm not gonna Google it, so I'm just guessing at this point. Anyway, with the final movie coming out sometime soon, Stephenie said in a recent interview that there is a possibility of future books in this franchise. So if you thought the Twilight fun was over, you are incorrect. At the moment, though, she stated she has no plans to write up the books, but she did say that she has a basic storyline in her head about where the characters would go after the 4th book. So if you're a Twilight fan and you were sad to see it all end, there may be hope in sight. If you're not a Twilight fan, well, you still have time to build that Twilight bunker you've always been thinking about. So let's quickly change gears from the world of Twilight to the world of fast cars. Check out this car. This is a classic Bentley that went on sale today for a staggering £500,000. But the surprising thing about this car isn't the price, it's the engine inside. This car has been slightly modified. The owner decided that the previous engine just wasn't powerful enough, so he took it out and replaced it with something else. That something else just happens to come from this. A Spitfire. Yep, this Bentley now has the engine of a World War II fighter plane. This crazy 27-liter V12 Rolls-Royce Meteor engine was designed to power a plane, but now powers this car with a crazy 850 brake horsepower. That's comparable to a Formula One race car. This souped-up Bentley can reach a top speed of 160 miles per hour. But in order to reach that speed, you're gonna need some fuel in its tank. The 400-liter fuel tank on this car costs a staggering 550 pounds to fill. Yep, that's right, 550 pounds every time you need to fill it up. And better news on top of that, this car gets a staggering 2 to 3 miles per gallon. So if you happen to have 500,000 pounds and the additional money to feed this crazy machine's gas bill, then hey, why not head out and pick this up, because it's a damn cool car. And with that, we arrive at the question of the day. So I want to know, if you could choose one car in the world to have at no cost, which car would you choose? Tell me in the comment section below down there, or you can let me know on my Facebook page, Twitter, or Google+. Links to all that and more in the description below. Again, down there. I'd either go for the Audi R8 because I just think it's a very beautiful car, or of course the DeLorean because, well, Back to the Future. Duh. So once you're done commenting, why not click the subscribe button in that corner? It should be an annotation right up there. Once you click on that, all of the newest episodes of Now will get sent straight to you. Then you can click the like button because you like this video, you like the content in it, or you like me. One of the three. That's it for this week of Now. Don't forget, tomorrow I have a new Sims 3 house video coming out, and I'll be back next Monday for an entirely new episode of Now. So until then, I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now.